The Honorable Judge, I'm, as a leader opposition, in this morning with emotion, this host as parent, a priority in a non-lucrative fields will prioritize developing the child's talent in that field over steering them toward a more lucrative fields. I'm, as a leader of opposition, really disagree with this motion. The biggest mistake of team government is that they make a wrong claim. They claim that with steering them toward a more lucrative fields means we as parents egoist. Why? Because we pressure them to learn something lucrative fields mean we study them to returning them favor. This claim is totally wrong. Parents pressure us to be a doctor or a businessman doesn't mean to you should to repay all debts our parents have done for us. They pressure us as a form of love for us. They thinking about how we can still survive in the future and as a form of our devotion to our parents who fought the raise us as a humans who have a sense of shame and comparisons, we reward our parents in the form of the salary we receive after working later. Because in reality, we will never be able to repay our parents' kindness with anything in return. And it's pure from a sense of humanity, not because of coercion, right? Okay, therefore, they claim that all the success factor is pure from the external side. It's totally wrong. Successful isn't determined just by one factor. It's come from any side. When people aren't have any motivation, for example, to become a person, so they will not try to reach their dream. They will be lazy to reach their dream. So successful isn't caused by external factor only, but also with internal factor too. Therefore, the government said if we vote on math exam, for example, our parents will feel disappointed with their children. Yeah, it's maybe true. But is it not right reason to judging us? Then it is has a study to keep you still fitness the mistakes in the parents' perspective, not the system, right? So the parents should to give their child an effective. So the government team just make a wrong claim. Okay, I will move to my first arguments. One, lucrative fields give children a more certain future. In this motion, prioritize mean we prioritizing something that's very essential for our future life, right? So, we prioritizing lucrative fields doesn't mean we put aside with their non-lucrative fields. We serve the better solution. We prioritizing where are essential for our children future life. Let's be more realistic. We shop life, and life need money, right? If we don't prepare our children to live independently, so how can they still survive in the future? Let's be more realistic, Ken. In this era, especially in technology era, lucrative fields is very essential in this life. If we don't guide them to lucrative fields, skill they will lagging behind with others. This system reward is really cruel. When you don't have any money, you will easily being humiliated by others. As a good parents, we don't want that occurs, right? So we can still give them an opportunity to increase their arts potential, for example, but we as a good parents will guide them to first to mastering the lucrative fields first. Then we will still give the opportunity to joining any courses arts, for example, so it doesn't decrease or prohibit them to still increase their non-lucrative potential, right? We make a better solution with balancing them so there is not the party responsible. Okay, I will move to my second argument. Two, it's more relevant for this life. We guide the children to lucrative field skills, it can contribute to the nation, but it can happen. We guide them to lucrative field skills, they will be able to get a properly job and strong income potential. So they can be a businessman or a new founder or company owner. So it can give and contribute to our GDP or gross domestic product nations, right? In other side, like an artist or athlete, I said it relevant, but the job like businessman or CEO that it's more promising, right? In this era, a job like an artist is unrelevant in this era. I don't say it useless or unimportant, but it sounds like unrelevant, right? So when you guide them to still increasing their non-lucrative skill and put behind the lucrative skill, there will difficulty to get any job. And you know what at the end? There will be unemployment and it can decrease our GDP, our gross domestic product, and become a burden of the country. So let's be more realistic. Where it's the most important for enhancing our children's future life? I think the answer is lucrative skills. So the conclusion is lucrative skill is very important for our future life, right? We serve the better solution. Prioritizing lucrative them still give them any opportunity to increasing their non-lucrative skills. Cause in the fact, as the good parents, we still give live in the world that money is very important to our life, right? Without money, we cannot live, right? And we want to look our children suffering in their future life because we don't care about their future. So with with prioritizing lucrative doesn't mean we can prohibit them or pressure them to reach their dream, but it is totally part of affect us to them. I'm proud to propose. Thank you.